Welcome to the Snap Synopsis of the movie About Time, starring Rachel McAdams, Domhnall Gleeson, written by Richard Curtis and directed also by Richard Curtis, including great stars such as Bill Nighy, Margot Robbie, and Vanessa Kirby. And slightly light role for Vanessa Kirby, but either way, very good. Let's talk about it. We are going to summarize this movie in 5 minutes, which is going to present some, challenges.
Some.
Exactly.
Not too many. Not for us.
No, not for us experts. But you will have the movie spoiled for you entirely, so keep that in mind. And Joe,
you have had
do you want me to
12
start?
years to watch it.
Or I'll start, or you can start. I'll start.
Send it.
Unless you're dying to start. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tim is a lanky man. He's too tall and too slender to be cool. He lives in a fancy house with his sister Kit Kat and his loving parents and his senile uncle. And after a New Year's party, the next New Year's party after his 21st birthday, he fails to properly kiss the girl that he's been dancing with. And the next day, his father tells him the family secret that he can travel through time. Tim is very skeptical, so he thinks his dad is just pulling his leg, but he, humors him and goes and gives it a go, and he goes back to that night, and he kisses the girl, and he shows back up. They can seem to travel forward and then back to where they were, and then back to the present as well. They don't have to relive all that time, which is very convenient for the way that this works.
And now he is just stoked to go hog wild with this ability. He spends the summer at home, and while he's there, Margot Robbie shows up, young Margot Robbie, and she's his sister's good friend. She stays for the summer, and nothing happens for the whole summer, but when they get to the end, she says, you should have kissed me halfway through. And so he goes back in time, and then she rejects him in the middle of the summer. So he learns his first lesson: no matter what, you can't go back in time enough times to make somebody fall in love with you. From there, he moves to London. And while he's in London, he starts working at a law firm. And for about 6 months, he's just going about his daily life. And he's living on a room that a good friend and playwright of his father's is sharing with him. This friend is a cynical bastard, and he's a real treat to be around. So one night, Tim is out with his friend, and he goes on a blind date to a club where you go eat dinner in complete darkness.
And there he meets Mary. Mary is played by Rachel McAdams, and they have such a lovely time together. It starts off a little bit clunky, and then they get to know each other, and then they step out of the restaurant for the big reveal. Tom's friend does not, steal the heart of Joanna, but Tom does steal the heart of Mary, and she gives him her phone number, which is great because now this is the most valuable possession he has. But turns out the playwright's his play was ruined because a guy forgot his lines. So he goes back to fix the line problem and doesn't ever meet Mary and doesn't get her phone number. So he has to find her. And when he finally does find her, she's already dating another guy. So he has to go back in time to before they met, which was after the play happened, and then swoop in before the other guy started dating her. And that is how he finally gets to go on a date with Mary, unimpeded by darkness or another dude.
So he and Mary start falling in love. We get a montage of them going about their daily lives and beginning to live together and truly falling in love. And he, there's many moments where he goes back in time to fix a mistake or a small thing that he wanted to do better. But for the most part, he and Mary are just fully living life together and enjoying every minute. So he is, as they fall in love, they start getting older. They get married. They start having kids, and along the way, they get to a point where Tim's sister Kit Kat gets in a car wreck because she has fallen in love with this really bad dude that she met years ago. Tim
At the
goes
same New Year's
way
party.
back in time to that New Year's party to get her from ever kissing this guy and totally turn her life around. But when he comes back to the future, he has a different kid. His kid is now a boy instead of a girl.
Yeah, his daughter Polly is gone. Yeah, so this is where his dad explains, you can't really go back. The butterfly effect doesn't seem to have a problem, but if you mess up anything that far in the past, you're going to have a different kid because of the way that, sperms and eggs work. So he goes back to before he went and fixed it. She goes through the car wreck, and then he and Mary help, basically convince her to change her life and move forward. It's a beautiful moment, but then his dad starts to die. And he, goes and visits his dad. And then as his dad finally passes, he gets to go back in time and visit him on this day that they were playing ping pong together and they didn't leave the room. So he gets to visit his dead dad regularly. And then he decides he's going to have another kid, let his dad go, and move forward with his life. And says goodbye to his dad, and then has another child and moves forward with his life. Happy and content with his family and his boys and stuff. The end. I was a little late on that one.
That's okay. We got that squeezed in there.
We'll get you the rounded out version of this movie. You got kind of all the plot points, and I think we hit basically everything that's pretty important. If you just go to Spotify or Apple Podcasts and search Blockbuster Buffs, then you'll find us and you'll be able to listen to the show and get the details and, hear our dunks, our defenses, all that kinds of stuff. We even have other, full episodes on YouTube rather than just the Snap Synopsis. So check those out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.